Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. Fiona, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Greetings to everybody from a snowy Connecticut.
Snowy Connecticut. We are very, very excited to get this interview with you, Fiona. So let's get the show on the road. Now, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe let's start off with, what is your role in the business?
For sure. I'm a real estate salesperson. I'm based in Stamford Market Center, which Stamford, Connecticut, that is. And my job is to sell, buy, and help people rent homes.
There we go. How long have you been in the real estate industry?
I came into the real estate industry in 2014 after a career that I'd had for 2.5 decades, 23 years to be precise, where I worked as the global executive search. I was basically a headhunter. I worked as a headhunter. And I worked in Moscow, Russia, in Dubai, in the Middle East, and New York, London, and Milan, Italy.
A lot of experience, right? And been to a lot of places there. Yes. Now, I also know for a fact that you have your own cyberbacker working with you in the business, correct?
Yes, he's my godsend and my life savior. His name is Luke.
Luke. So how long have you been working with Luke?
We've been working together now for 3 months. It kind of feels like we've been together forever. Because he's now so ingrained in my life and he's really a very special person. I feel very privileged to have been able to find him and locate him. I didn't know such a person existed.
So we can safely say then that your cyberbacker experience has been terrific so far.
Yes, beyond excellent.
All right. Now, I want to know, before Cyberbacker, though, did you ever have experience working with other remote team members or any virtual team members?
I didn't know. I just did the work myself. I'm pretty chaotic as a person. I think Luke might describe me. In fact, he has described me as being quite similar to his mother in that I was a hot mess, leaving everything just behind me. And I would be like a whirlwind going at about 100 miles an hour. And I don't know really how I held it together, but being just like his mother, he was probably quite used to this. So he was ready to take on somebody so kind of crazy as me. I do operate like a whirlwind, and I just definitely am not organized, and I'm pretty chaotic, but very good at what I do in my day job, which is to help people. But the back end of the work, I'm very lousy.
So basically, he's your accountability partner, then the person that you trust to help you grow the business.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely, yes. 100% and implicitly. So he's just really like my right-hand person. Mm-hmm. And even though he's in the Philippines, I don't feel like he's in the Philippines. I mean, I'm jealous of him that he's a bit warmer than me right now. But he definitely is there for me. He's working on my hours, and he asked me to choose my hours, which is like quite amazing that it's his nighttime really, and he's working my hours. So, it's impressive.
Yeah, our cyberbackers are used to working at night, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, I want to know, how did you know about Cyberbacker? Did someone tell you about us? They saw us online, on social media?
My colleague called Diane, she told me that she'd found like a virtual resource, and I couldn't quite understand how that could work, especially if that person was going to be not here, like in this country. But it really has been quite an amazing experience because I didn't really know what to expect of a virtual assistant. I thought, how on earth could they do my work with my computer, but they weren't here. And somehow, miraculously, Cyberbacker has managed to pull it off. So it's incredible.
The beauty of virtual leverage, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. I'm a firm believer.
Now, I can already feel that there's this friendship, not just a business partnership between you and your cyberbacker. There's also a friendship, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well,
Yes.
we share the same month of birth. And
Oh,
yeah, we have a very good connection. I know he's a dog lover as well as me.
wow.
And if I could bring him over here to the US to help me even more, I would do that.
Never know what's gonna happen. You might be able to meet him maybe after the pandemic. You never know,
Exactly.
right?
That's my
Yes.
plan. Yes.
Now, I want to know more about this partnership that you have with your cyberbacker. How did it get to this point? What made it a successful partnership, Fiona?
So from the outset, I think he was very smart. He knows that I'm short of time. So he just finds a way to get the work done, but without interrupting me too much. And he would also do extra things like that I was not expecting him necessarily to do. I would tell him that this was like the plan for maybe the foreseeable future, but then he would kind of do it within a day or a week or something. And it was sort of exceeding my expectations.
Okay, of course, someone exceeding your expectations is already good because you know that this person is very growth minded. They really
Yes.
want to help you grow the business.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know how he helps you on a daily basis. What does he do for you in the business that really help you save time?
We have at our market center a 9 a.m. Zoom call, and 9 a.m. just isn't the great time of day to be having, even though it's only 15 minutes, a Zoom call with my market center. And I'm supposed to get all this like critical information to gear me up for my day. But quite often I might have to be at a house doing something, and it might be a house that doesn't have great internet connection. So you're dipping in and dipping out, and you only get half the words. And then somebody calls you halfway through, and it's just a disaster. So you don't really pick up anything, and it gets very frustrating. So Luke, the first thing he does, well, apart from just looking at the emails that have come in and things that have come in overnight, he basically gets on the Zoom call with my market center. So everybody knows him. They know that he's working with me, and he's my voice. And he basically takes notes and sends them to me like within about 5 or 10 minutes just after he's finished the Zoom call, and he sends them in a very kind of compact way so I can just quickly look at it. And sometimes if he knows I have a very particularly busy day and that there was something that was maybe very critical, then he would send me a text. So we have a number of modes of communication. So he does that Zoom call. Then after the Zoom call, he goes on to a business builders call, which is something that I only dreamt that I would ever be able to attend. But he also sends me notes on that because that starts at 9:30 after the 9 o'clock Zoom call, which if I did both those things, then I wouldn't be doing any of my real
Yes.
work.
Gosh, so
So
he's like an extension of you already.
yes. Oh, absolutely. And then after that, then he'll break into social media. And so he then builds through Canva and various online apps and things. And then he does with my photos, like he enhances the photos and then he sends the things to me for approval. I give him approval and then he'll post them for me. And then I'll shoot him a lot of paperwork, which, sometimes it's like, oh my God, sometimes I send him too much overnight and then I feel bad. So I'm like, I better not send him anything for a little while. So I try to balance it out, but he's very good and he's very fast and he gets everything taken care of. He takes a screenshot of everything. So I see everything's been done and he's very accurate.
Yes, they're very accountable for everything that you throw his way.
Yes, 100%. And even like on the weekends, he's been known to remind me, which is those are his supposed off days. He's even reminded me about things that I somehow could have forgotten because I couldn't get in my calendar or whatever. But yeah, he does all those things too. So he goes absolutely above and beyond.
Above and beyond. I love it. Now, of course, Luke's growth is not going to stop. You've been with him for a while, but again, his growth is not going to stop. What are some of the new things that you're planning to have him do for the future in the business?
Well, I mean, if I really could transport him here, then he could come and work with me. So that would be, I mean, he's already doing a lot of the back end of the work going forward. I think he would be able to help me more on the sales side. So right now I'm still filling in like the listing presentations and things like that, because I realize it might not be perfect if he's not there, that it might take me a while to explain things. But I think if there gets to a point where I could bring him over here, then he could definitely take on with ease a lot of this work.
You never know what's gonna happen. I believe,
Yeah.
and I know that you might be able to meet him maybe after the pandemic. You never know what's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
happen.
Oh yeah, he already invited me, so I
Ooh,
love to travel. So I would travel there, and maybe would welcome him to come here too. So
wow.
yeah,
I'm just in the partnership and the relationship that you have with your cyberbacker. Again, it's not just business; it's also a friendship right there. I can feel
that's
it.
for sure.
So I have one last question for you, Fiona. As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So what piece of advice would you be able to give them or share with them when they're hiring their very own cyberbacker?
I would say look for that personal connection. Look for somebody who's smart. Look for somebody who listens, and look for somebody who's perceptive, just somebody that you can have a laugh with, because, at the end of the day, humor is everything, right?
Yes, of
So,
course.
we share some jokes, and, it makes every day a little bit easier, you know?
Yes.
So I think that's the best advice I can give. It's the connection. It's having the right feeling about somebody, the right, impression.
The right
And
connection, the
I
right
have
fit.
that with him. Yes.
Of course, the
So I
perfect
hope he'll
fit.
be my cyberbacker forever.
I don't think he's going anywhere. So, by the way, Fiona, I forgot to tell you that Luke is listening to us right now. Would you
Oh,
want to give him a quick shout out or any message you'd like to share to him on the show right now?
yes, I'd just like to say a very huge thank you to you, Luke. I love you. I'm so grateful for everything that you do for me. Thank you so very much. And without you, I would just be even more of a hot mess than I am right now. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Rick, my broker, as you know, probably is, feeling so blessed, because it was actually the broker who was saying, time and time again that we actually needed to get some help. Because I would sort of have some closings, and then I would be so kind of disorganized and overwhelmed with the work that I hadn't even got around to getting the commission invoice out or anything like that. So big thank you, and thank you so much, Luke, for everything.
We are very, very excited to see where this partnership would be in the next few months and, of course, the years to come. Fiona, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Oh, you're so welcome. Well, take care, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.